Almost ready to do the weekly update and what we're doing at Stream on Bay this week. So, remember we had the bug? We actually sent it out on Saturday. We had people said, "Hey, I'll watch on Saturday." So we put that out on Saturday. So that's out there. It's solid. It's good. So that means that the build that we have in dev that we're testing, we're going to move over to staging. The reason why we move over to staging is staging allows us to build stable builds that we will then send out and share with other people on Steam. So if you want to play with us on Steam, we'll send you a password and it'll be this special build, and it'll only exist for a little while, and you'll be able to play with us, and it'll be neither the public build that you can buy right now on Steam or the dev version, which is super noisy, essentially buggy, right? Because we just put a lot of half-assed stuff in there while we're testing. Or it's just work, right? Work that takes up more than a day. It's time. So that's where we are. So today we're actually going to play with a group of people at 4 p.m. Pacific time, privately, and kind of testing this before we move it over to staging. And it's been interesting because it's hard to for us to get a 4v4 game going all the time, being a small team. But it's also expressed to us the want for people to play this in smaller groups, be it 1v1 or one versus just the bots. And what that looks like. And so we've had to test that muscle essentially a lot. And we've made a lot of changes based on that. So depending on how many people are playing depends on how long you wait between spawning for aliens, right? So that way you get to play more often because there's few of you playing and it works out. Then we also thought, well, hey, this is also happening during special events and finales. Why don't we step up to spawning then as well and cut down the timer so that you actually get to participate in those events more often. And again, this is with the idea of making it harder for the survivors and easier for the aliens. It's not really easier for the aliens, but you know what I'm saying. It's stacking the deck that way. So that work's going in with the goal of Wednesday, we will have that build staging to test ourselves. Some of this is because it has to have what we call the turn server, the public-facing technology has to be working in sync with this, and that's why there's this kind of step. And also just access. And so then Thursday afternoon on our Discord the goal is we're going to play with some people there who will then have access through launch later this June. And we will stream that into Discord, not on my Twitch channel, because we want people to kind of be, people who are going to give us feedback a little bit more directly and not be like, hey, is this Left 4 Dead versus? We're not ready for that yet. This is, remember, still weeks away. It's the 12th, the 27th, I think we said, something like that. So we're multiple weeks away from releasing to everybody. So we take these steps, and this is the next step.